Now before we start, I want to explain how I choose my colors. And I use this color chart. Because we know some colors, they look very different than it shows. And also they behave differently, especially for Brutfuner. I find like some are scratchy, some are smooth, so this color chart really helps. And when I go to the color chart, I look at each colors and I choose the usually 3 to 4 different colors, different pencils for different parts. I choose these the 4 red colors for the leaves. And the theory is this. So for number 133, it's the lightest red. It is used to cover the part that has the lightest colors. And the number 179 is the medium color or the base color of the tree. It's when that part is not affected too much by the light or shadow, and it's usually we can see the original color of that object. So this is a base color. And then the shadow area color, the darker red, I choose 100 and 248. If I want to go darker for the shadow area, sometimes I add a navy blue or indigo color. And for the trunk, I chose the lightest area is a 302, and the base color or the medium color is a 414, and darkest color is a 60. So I'm gonna color this tree, and I have 4 colors for the leaves. They are all Brutfuner, and I chose 133 for the lighter tone, and 179 for the base color is a medium tone, and 100 and 248 for the darker tones. And I also have 3 pencils for the tree trunk here. So it's 302, 414, and 60. Well, we'll start with the trunk then. We'll first start with 302, the lighter tone. And we'll assume the light is from up from here. So you see we basically can just cover the tree with this lighter tone. It doesn't really matter. Just light pressure. And then we'll use the medium tone. It's number 414. And this time we're going to do a little bit carefully. See, the light is from here, so we'll make the right side of this part a little bit darker. And this light from the above part is a little bit lighter, so we'll leave some light space over there. Same with this a little thing. Okay, we'll calm down. We'll color both sides and leaving the middle part with the highlight area. So that looks like 3D effect. You need to keep your pencil sharp because this area is really tiny. All right. Can we come down to this part? And for this, we'll leave it a little bit like over here. And at this part, we'll cover the whole trunk. We will not leave the highlight over here because the leaves are blocking this area, theoretically. So kind of like a little bit shadow area. Right now, and we use the darkest tone. It's number 60. And we go over, cover a little bit less area than the mid-tone. So just basically highlight some shadows. So after we add the darkest tone, you can see the light tone we use is really popping out. Make it look brighter. All right, that's our tree trunk. And now we move to the leaves. First, we start with 133, the lightest tone. So you can see before I used a little bit yellow color on the highlight as well. I'll just use 133 to do the lightest area. We'll leave some of the yellow space I covered before because that's the lightest part. It's kind of like a reflection of the golden moonlight shining on the leaves. So now the other leaves below are a little bit far away from the light source, so we are gonna switch to a darker tone, like the middle tone. So 179 we're using now for the leaves that are a little bit farther away down. We'll leave a little bit of a white space because some leaf, they do have some highlights. So we'll leave some white spots on the leaves. So for these leaves now at the farthest from the light source and also covered by the other leaves, we'll use a darker red, 100. We'll still leave some white spots on it so that it'll make the leaf pop. Because for a 3D effect, you need the highlight and you need the shadow. Now we'll just go over the colors to make it look more smooth and make the color look darker. And now we are using 100 to cover some space when we use the middle tone, like 179. This area we'll cover a little bit at the bottom of the leaf of each leaves, and also cover some spaces between each leaf. So that the highlight can pop, and also it shows more about the shadow area. And now we need some more shadows at the darkest area. So we use the darkest red. It's a 248. It's actually not a, it's a reddish brown color now. So we'll go over to add some shadows in these areas. Okay, that's our red leafed tree.